Hey boys and girls, today we are going to look again at text structure. Remember, text structure is how an author organizes his writing. And text structure helps the reader um, better understand what they are reading if they can identify the text structure. So we're going to take your sheet titled The Hurricane or A Hurricane, and we're going to read it, and then we're going to go back and we're going to look at how we can take this information and transfer it over to a description organizer. And who remembers the description organizer that we use? Yes, we use the tree map. The tree map for a description organizer to look at the structure of our text. A hurricane is a powerful storm that forms over some parts of an ocean. A hurricane can be several hundred miles wide. Hurricanes are given names beginning with each letter of the alphabet except for Q, U, X, Y, and Z. A hurricane has two main parts, the eye and the wall cloud. The eye is the center of the storm. In the eye, the weather is calm. The storm around the eye is called the wall cloud. It has strong winds and heavy rain. To be classified a hurricane, the wind must be at least 74 miles an hour. In some hurricanes, the wind can blow over 150 miles an hour. A storm with wind less than 74 miles an hour can be called a tropical storm. As the storm moves across the water, it causes giant waves in the ocean. As the storm moves over land, it can cause floods, destroy buildings, and harm people who have not taken shelter. Okay, so let's take our passage here and let's see where we can pull out different topic areas under a hurricane and apply those or insert those topic areas onto our tree map. Let's look at our first paragraph right here. And in the first paragraph, we see that a hurricane is a powerful storm that forms over some parts of an ocean. It can be several hundred miles wide. Hurricanes are given names that begin with each letter of the alphabet. Okay, what word could you use to describe or to note that first paragraph? Talk for a second and come up with some type of word we could place on our tree map for that particular paragraph. Okay, boys and girls, I would place description beside that paragraph because that paragraph is basically describing a hurricane for us. Now, taking a look at the second paragraph, paragraph number 2, where it starts, a hurricane has two main parts. What would you place beside that paragraph to identify that paragraph? What is the main topic of that paragraph? Sure, it's talking about the two parts. So we can write two parts, eye and wall cloud, beside that paragraph. And let's look at our last paragraph. That paragraph talks about the storm as it moves across the water and across land. What happens when the storm moves across water and land? Well, it causes giant waves, it causes floods, destroys buildings, harms people. So it causes a lot of damage. So next to that paragraph, I would say that is the effects of the storm. So we have paragraph 1, description, paragraph 2, two parts, and paragraph 3, effects. Now let's take a look at a T-chart and see at a tree chart or a tree graph and see what this may look like. Okay, so here is the tree map that I made for you. It is titled A Hurricane, which is what our passage is, and you can see that we have here description, two parts, and effects. Those are our three areas where the author described and gave examples about a hurricane. Under description, we have three details: powerful, wide, and they are named. Under parts, we have eye and wall. And under effects, we have waves, flood, and damage. So this is what your tree map would look like if you were gathering information to create this passage. And that would be basically where the author started, gathering information, creating this tree map to help him organize, and then ending with his passage. Don't forget that the text structure of this passage is descriptive. It is a descriptive text structure, and with descriptive text structure, we use tree maps to organize our writing. Now you will go on to further, actually I would like for you to go on, complete the questions on a hurricane, and then I would like for you to take the next paper that your teacher is giving you and complete that one as well. On that paper, I want you to draw the tree map on the back of that paper and complete it with the different areas of examples or description that the author has given you.